Good evening and welcome to our Richardson Olmsted Band Concert Night. This is night 2 of our concerts. Last night we had the orchestras and the chorus up here, and tonight you get to be treated to the 4th grade band, which is behind me, followed by the 5th grade band. We're going to actually dive right into things and go ahead and get started with the concert and have the 4th grade play for you. They have a number of songs to play for you. The first, and the way these songs that they're playing is kind of in the order that we went throughout the year. So the first 2 songs we're playing for you are some of our 3-note songs we started with, starting with Hot Cross Buns. And on Hot Cross Buns, they're going to pass it all the way through the band, so each section gets a chance to show off a little bit. And then Hot Cross Buns will be followed by Mary Had a Little Lamb. Ready? Thank you. So now we're going to move on through the year a little bit. We added a couple extra notes. Our next 3 songs we're going to play for you. We're going to start with Down by the Station. And Down by the Station will be followed by Stomp Rock, which you'll see why it's called Stomp Rock in a minute. And then that will be followed by Go Tell Aunt Rhoda. So these fourth graders have definitely worked hard this year. We have 150 fourth graders this year, one of our biggest groups we've had. And for their final number, as has been a tradition for us at RO, they're going to play Let's Go Band. Thank you. Now, we do have one transition because we're going to move the fourth graders and the fifth graders are going to trade places. Actually, if I could ask that the house lights be turned back on so that they can see a little bit easier. We just asked while we make this transition if we can keep a couple aisles free because the fifth grade is going to go that way while the fourth grade comes down this way. Oh, wait, come this way. we're almost all set. Percussion are finishing getting organized in the back. Thank you for your patience as we move a few students around. Our 5th grade band is behind you, so they've now been playing an extra year. So they all started in 4th grade, so they've now finished pretty much 2 years of playing. To get ourselves started and to get them ready to play here, the first song they're going to play is a warm-up that we use called Concert Warm-Up number 2. Thank you. Now, for the big part of the 5th grade's performance in our next 3 songs, we're going to go on a little tour, traveling a little bit around the world. We're going to have 3 folk songs. We're going to start in France with Frère et Jacques, and with this folk song, it's going to be performed as a round. So you'll first hear them play together, and then in a 4-part round, they'll pass it around the band. And after that, we're going to head back into the United States for Skip to My Lou. We're going to hear them sing it and then perform it. And after Skip to My Lou, we're going to head somewhere tropical. We're going to head to Jamaica for On Caribbean Shores, which is based on a Jamaican folk tune called Marianne. you're going to hear as the fifth grade plays through those songs, we've been working a lot, especially the second half of the year, on adding more harmony to what they're playing. So we started playing in unison. Then they started playing like the rounds, which is multiple parts, but all playing the same thing. And then moving on to the last song, and the song we're about to play, which is more of a regular band arrangement where each instrument has its own part. Now, we do have one last song for you called Conquest. Before we do perform it, I first would like to thank a few people helping with lessons and in band. Miss Foy, who's currently in back somewhere, and Mr. Sandberg, I do want to give a thank you to. Also, thank you to Mr. Getchell and Mr. Aries for helping out and helping make this possible. And most of all, I'd like to thank all of you parents, because without your support and your help making none of this would be able to happen. So again, thank you to all the parents for helping out. I would like to thank everyone for coming. To make it easiest for picking up your children, they're all going to be going back to the cafeteria to get their instruments. Fifth grade is actually going to leave right through the back of the stage and get their instruments. So, especially for fifth grade, probably easiest to meet them in the lobby. For the fourth grade band that is currently in the back, they also need to go back to the cafeteria. If you meet them as they come down through, that's fine. You can follow them right in to help them get their stuff and be on their way. Again, thank you very much for coming. I hope everyone has a wonderful summer and look forward to seeing all these students again, either at the middle school or back in our room next year. Thank you.